They say silence is peaceful, but if you go deep enough into the woods, you realize that true silence is heavy. It watches you. Mark and Sarah needed that silence. City life was a grinder, chewing up their relationship bit by bit. The remote cabin, booked on a whim, was supposed to be the reset button. 3 days, no cell service, just them. The drive up was beautiful in that ominous way nature has. The deeper they went, the brighter the autumn colors got, like a fire warning them to turn back. They didn't. The cabin sat at the end of a dirt road that barely existed. When Mark turned off the engine, the quiet that rushed into the car felt aggressive. It felt like they had interrupted something. The first night was okay. They tried to ignore how quickly the sun dropped behind the ridge. Darkness out here isn't just an absence of light. It is a physical presence pressing against the windows. Day 2, they went for a hike. Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that the woods were crowded. Every time she stopped to tie her shoe, the ambient noise of the forest would just stop, like someone hit pause on a tape deck. Mark saw it first. He said it was a coyote. But coyotes are skittish. This thing stood perfectly still. It was watching them with eyes that seemed too large for its skull. That evening, the atmosphere shifted from peaceful isolation to a siege. They were inside, making dinner. The woods were outside, waiting. Sarah was washing dishes when she heard it, a tapping on the glass. Not a branch. It was rhythmic. Tap, 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 like a fingernail testing the strength of the pain. Mark grabbed the heavy flashlight. He tried to sound brave, but his hand was shaking when he locked the deadbolt. 3 a.m., the witching hour. Sarah woke up to a smell, musty, like wet fur and old copper coins. Mark's side of the bed was empty. The cabin was dead silent. "Mark?" she whispered into the dark. The silence ate her voice. She walked into the living room. The front door was unlocked and slightly ajar. She stepped onto the porch. The cold air bit her skin. She saw him by the woodpile. He was just standing there in his pajamas, staring at the tree line. "Mark, what are you doing?" she called out nervously. The figure didn't turn, but it began to speak. It was Mark's voice, but wrong. It sounded like a recording played backward and then forward again. It said, "Sarah, come here. It is beautiful out here." And then the most terrifying sound in the world happened behind her. The bathroom door creaked open inside the cabin, and the real Mark stepped out, yawning. He said, "Sarah? Who are you talking to?" Sarah didn't scream. Terror froze the sound in her throat. She slammed the door and threw the deadbolt. The thing outside didn't pretend anymore. It slammed against the door. A guttural animal roar shrieked around the cabin. They didn't pack. They grabbed the keys and ran for the car. Mark drove down that mountain road like a madman, tires spinning on gravel. They didn't look back. But in the rearview mirror, just once, Sarah saw something running on 4 legs alongside the car. It was keeping pace at 40 miles an hour. They made it back to the city as the sun rose. They never talked about it. They broke up a month later. Some experiences don't bring you together. They just show you how fragile reality really is. Are you sure you locked your door tonight?